Holy cow, Mercury just switched with Venus. I'm like, could fall asleep right now. It just hit me like a ton of bricks when the moon went into Sag. Okay, I can't talk. Hi, la, 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 la. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Martha. Hi, Juno. Hi, Sharon. Okay, let me get everything set up here. I like back to this den. Oh, where'd it go? I just messed it up. Come on, refresh. Where are you? Refresh, yes, here we go. Thank you. Let's turn this on. Save. I just want to get my keywords in here. For entertainment purposes only. Yes, that's me. Okay. Okay. Yes. Can I please see more, please? Okay, save. Okay, get me to my people. Get me to my people. Oh my gosh, that's not it. I am going to fall asleep. Okay, that's muted. That's there. There you all are. There you all are. I can see you. Okay. Let's say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Beth, Ellen, Deba, Sharon, Mel. Hi, thank you so much. Yes, yesterday was my birthday. I was really afraid for my solar return because the aspects are hard. But then I forgot to change my location. So that's why I was dreading it so much. Well, I'm not in California. So I changed the location where this new moon was, and I was so relieved. And wow, was yesterday a newsworthy, crazy day. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you. Hi, Martha. Hi, Snow Wolf. I am one. Hey, Connie Brown. University of Arizona homecoming weekend is there in Tucson if anyone's interested. Hi, Carol. Gloria. Hi, Nancy. So glad to see this. How crazy is the world? Yeah, and here's the thing. Really, everybody is flying by the seat of their pants, even our leaders, because nobody's been in this energy before and things just aren't working like the formulas and everything have always said that they would. Plus, unexpected, jolting things happen. It is a crazy world. Keyword, jolting, unexpected surprises. We have the sun opposite Uranus. That is what we're going to get the rest of this lunation. It should calm down a little bit more, but because the sun is passing that opposition. But hey, look who's in the background, Mars and Mercury. Mercury is going to oppose Uranus. In fact, we're going to get a Mars-Uranus-Mercury opposition. I'm staying home that day. I don't know what that day is yet, but that's really explosive, very difficult. And you throw Mercury in there, now you're including people and moving objects. Again, I don't know when that day is, okay? So, look at all you saying hello to each other. Oh, I Well, Joni, thank you so much. Yes, Connie, I am Scorpio. Hi, Apple. Hi, Martha. Hi, Nancy. Okay, I think, are we good? Oh, I am 1108 is looking forward to hearing some good news tonight. Well, I have really, really, really good news. In fact, I had tweeted one of those things that happened when I looked at the new moon chart over Manhattan, specifically Trump Tower. It took me, I think, like an hour for me to just like catch my breath because it was such a shock. Because I'm like, you guys, he's so screwed. What is the thing I have been teaching you about since January 2020? I tweeted, I had to pick my eyeballs off the floor because this new moon horoscope over Manhattan is insane. Donald is screwed. Totally screwed. And then what else did I say? I said, if a horoscope could have handcuffs, this is it. So this is really good. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Candy. I hardly ever get to visit live. Queen is the best. Oh, thank you so much, Candy. So we have that to do. I have your asteroids with your names and numbers. I didn't get to do the degrees yet, but I do have those for you. We're going to concentrate mostly on this new moon over Trump Tower. I need to talk about some of the aspects because, I feel like I could fall asleep right now. If you've noticed in the past hour or so, the energy has totally changed. It's good for, people like Congress trying to debate a bill and get people to sign on because it absolutely adds the authority and the seriousness to what's going on. But we had, overnight, we had Mercury and Venus, which were air and fire signs. So it's that's where everything gets whipping up and the energy's moving, the communication's going. Well, it's within 24 hours, those two switch to water and earth. So it's very dense. I just feel I feel so tired because we've been flying on this Mercury air energy in Libra, Aries Libra, since August 30th. We withdrew our troops on August 31st. And so the communication, the talk, the news, everything has been really, really fast paced because it's been in this Aries sign, and then not the sign Aries, but air, like blowing air. Sorry. And now it just went into fixed sign Scorpio today. Venus yesterday on my solar return, thankfully, was at 29 degrees Sagittarius. So my Venus is fired up. It's got fire in Jupiter. But overnight, it went into Capricorn. And that is Earth, tangible Earth, Pentacles. And it feels serious and heavy because Venus now in Capricorn, the dispositor, it has the disposition of Saturn, which slows everything down. Whereas Venus was disposited by Jupiter, expansive in an Aries sign, an air, blowing air sign. Now it's gone to cold, icy, solidified Capricorn. So it's a really, really big change. The moon was void, of course, today during the day. And then when it went into Sagittarius about an hour or 2 hours ago, that, even though it's in a fire sign, Jupiter in Aquarius, that pulls in the Saturn factor too. So it just feels like everything is really, the gravity, everything just feels heavy. You guys feel that? Oh, thank you, Impish, so much. Yeah, go burn some sage. You might want to have some sage for the season because this Scorpio sign, last year we did a bunch of new moon wishes and we really focused on the parts of Scorpio that had to do with cleansing, purging, healing, getting rid of toxins. This Scorpio is ready to work overtime and purge, because that Pluto return Scorpio secondary ruler is in February. So again, this might even be a good month to consider doing some colon cleansing after the full moon, though, because it's going to be really hard on the body. But, Scorpio rules the sex organs. It rules the organs of elimination, excretion, like compacting things and getting, mining out like your minerals for the body and getting everything out. The body wants to be cleansed, but I'm telling you, Scorpio is a mineral hog. You better have your minerals to back that up. And you would really help your Scorpio in you if you had digestive enzymes to take that edge off. And then it would help your Scorpio piece if you had enough fiber to make sure you can evacuate everything out of your body so you don't feel super toxic and even worse. Okay? So I am not a doctor, but what I know about the sign and having gone through doing all that stuff in the past in my life to get myself healthy, Scorpio is an incredible cleanser. You have to support this sign, though, because otherwise it'll make you miserable. It'll make you miserable. It won't go well. Okay? Okay. Yes, thank you for your donations. Okay. November full moon is the 19th. Oh, that's an eclipse. November 19th. That's a full moon eclipse. And guess whose butt is getting eclipsed? Joe Manchin. Because that north node is going to be at 27 degrees Taurus. That's where the full moon is. So he has some accountability to, let's get with the program, man. Okay. Pelosi called for a vote minutes ago. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. Everybody's here. Okay. Okie dokie, dokie doke. Yeah. Man, I am just so tired. Just really hit me like a ton of bricks. And that's like normal. Sometimes, you're just going about your day and all of a sudden you're just like, I'm so tired, I want to go take a nap. Usually what happens is something changes signs, or the moon has gone void, or the moon has gone into a new sign. And yeah, I'm just tired. Look at these stones. I forgot what this is called. I don't know if can you see the light in it? It's got like purple. I don't know if you can see it. If you hit it the right way, it turns purple. Oh, you see some purple over there? This moon, if you hit it the right way, I get orange. I don't think I have the right lighting. So anyway. Oh, see, isn't that pretty? And where's the orange on this one? It's so pretty. Oh, see, isn't that pretty? I forgot what this rock, I forgot what this is called. Is it Labradorite? This moon has a lot. Oh, there's the orange, the peach. Isn't that pretty? So, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Okay, so, God, I'm so tired. Think. Where should we start? You know what? I'm going to just jump straight into this new moon over. Well, I'll show you Washington, D.C. first. This was Washington, D.C. I thought, again, this was so interesting. Again, President Biden does not have a lot of arrows going on unless he means business or there's big developments. I think like going on trips and coming back, he gets a lot of this stuff. So he did return from abroad. I think he got some stuff there. There was something he's been waiting on. And so when I did this Terrascope, the things, that leap out at me. On the ascendant, this was at 5:14 p.m. yesterday. The sun had not set. It was, about an hour or so from setting. And so this tends to be we the people or an opposition. This is the horizon. Sun rises in the east, hits its peak, highest point, and then sets. So we've got Mercury, Mars, Sun, Venus getting ready to set. I mean, these could be like allies or other people, that partnerships he's still working with, conversation with, but this is very, very active. And for once, we have all but one planet above the horizon. How many times have we been going through lunation after lunation and all these planets have like set? And I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. We can't see, because when everything sets, these planets on the other side of the planet, you can't see them. We're not meant to see them. So we would just take a guess as to what's been happening. Well, a lot has happened since yesterday. I have not been able to catch up at all. I am just floored by the amount of stuff that we're seeing. So this had 26 degrees Aries, because when this happened, Aries was coming over the eastern horizon at 26 degrees. So that's ruled by Mars. So Mars is going to be very active with this chart. And look at there, it's in the opposition or your partner in the 7th house. And look at this. The Mars and Sun, 3 degrees Scorpio, 12 degrees Scorpio. You see this big red line. This is a big, scary red line. Everybody's scared about, I'm scared about with my solar return, because this is Uranus. This is the planet of upheaval. This is the planet of sudden shocking news. It's also the innovator, but this is where things break free in their quest for freedom. We cannot do stuff like we were doing. So this first house here represents POTUS, who I am. This is who he is. He has been thinking about stuff for a long time, because we're like at the end of degrees of Aries. He's about action, taking new action. Uranus right there. The hand is forced to change things and do things. There's the lunar eclipse point right there for the full moon eclipse. That's right there. So what he's going to be doing from now to our full moon eclipse, it's going to be so consequential. It's like everything he's doing that's been set up by the cosmos is going to be calling to him and pulling through him what has to happen in his leadership and guiding. The top of the chart, we have Capricorn, authority, institutions. We have Pluto and Saturn, the two big hitters, transformation, devastation, restrictions, obstacles. Yes, we've had a lot of obstacles when it's come to our government and what we're doing. Things are hitting an important point. I mean, there's a lot of tension here. It's kind of, now that we've had Mercury that's been kind of, well, they say Librans can be indecisive, the scales of justice, think about this, think about that, la la la, weighing options. Mercury, communicator, ideas and reasoning. Now in Scorpio, isn't going to be doing that indecisive stuff. Should he be indicted? Should he not? Should we be looking at this? Should we be dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's? Or do we just need to cut our losses and get on with this and go? Scorpio knows when to cut the crap, mine, and go for what's needed and get it. And keep their focus on that thing that nobody can see, that has to be unearthed, and create the situations to get there. This is really powerful energy. I was shocked at the news that was coming out yesterday with this new moon Scorpio, because the divine feminine arrived last week. I can't remember what was going, but I could trace it all back to the divine feminine, back to February 2019. She's kind of the one, thank God, that kicked off the giant reset in 2020, a month before all that, 2 months before all that hit. She had a chart that was set. And Mars finally came back to where it was at 0 degrees Scorpio last week. And she has just been kicking butt left and right. So a lot of action, authority, but it's based in Cancer. What's at the bottom of this chart, the United States is a Cancerian nation. There we go. Now, you know what? You guys, stop. Something's going to happen. Because when I look at this chart in Washington, D.C., and I was looking at some of the asteroids, I'm not finished with those. But, so at the bottom is 14 degrees Cancer. This is who we are. This is our clan. This is our people. This is what we do. This is how we defend home. The United States sun has just passed over here. But at 14 degrees Cancer, at this new moon, we had at 14 degrees, the United Nations. At 15 degrees, we had Jelaine. You got something's going on with her. Then at 17 degrees, we had Moscow. I mean, those Trumps, the servers keep coming up. Am I buffering it? You know, the Trumper Rusher whole thing keeps coming up. Yeah. And at 18 degrees Cancer, we've got Flynn. It's like all related. So what I want to do, I just want to grab some cards really quickly and see what the heck is going on here. Oh, I did the astrology card. So the first house, the wellness, our POTUS, who he is, his leadership, got the Black Moon Lilith card. He means business. He's ready to fight for the United States. Our biggest pains, well, we've got several of them. We've got January 6th. We had pulling out of Afghanistan. Well, now we have those 9/11 papers that were declassified. Did you forget? I forgot about that until I said it. And the Trump Russia. Black Moon Lilith. He means business. He's got the 5 of Cups here, which can mean disappointment. For those of you that have been with me, the 5 of Cups is kind of like the route that China and Russia take through our government and people to get whatever they want and then they leave. Well, he has that reversed. He's countering that. He's countering the Russia-China. There have been some really big busts, huge one with the cyber hackers. Are there sanctions with China? I can't even keep it straight on what I know. So he means business. The astrology cards had here the 8th house of beginnings and endings. This was crowning Donald last week. Beginnings and endings. So he is about transforming things. Mars is driving this. We're going to transform. We're ready to go. And then he had the 4th house roots at home. It like all matches. So United Nations. I just want to draw some cards and see at the very foundation, the thing that we cannot avoid, that is like the foundation cornerstone basis of like intelligence and protecting our nation. The talks that they're having is going to be around on a global level, Ghislaine, Rusher, Flynn. Show me the United Nations. What's going on? Then we have Ghislaine, G-string. Oh. And what? Just a second. Hi there. Hey. Hi, I'm live. Oh, okay, I thought you were coming in. Sorry about that. Now we have, oh my God, Moscow. Wow. I don't have enough cards. Flynn. Oh my God. You guys, it almost feels like he looked at Medusa and he's going to turn to stone. Like he's going to fade away. Okay. How does all of these have to relate to each other. So it's going to come down here. Ugh. Ew. 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 Jerks. Go away. Okay, the cards of the reading are going to go down here. Offers that have been made. They've all gotten caught up in something. Oh, theft. So, this is the United Nations. 10 of Wands. Remember, this is a card for another type of espionage. Fast data transfer. Peter Strzok talked about this in his book. This is the new thing. Fast data transfer, whether it's on devices or downloading voter rolls, it's just taking data. It's also, hacking, all that stuff. So the United Nations, we've got, so the Page of Cups could be the hackers, but the Page of Cups for the Six Wands mob, the transnational mafia, this is when they're able to create the settings that they want, that they can manipulate. Reversed means they caught the bastards. They've caught them. They've had their eye on them regarding fast data transfer. And the 10 of Pentacles. This could be the Trump dynasty, yeah. It can also be, it could be the NRA. But institutions, governments, autocrats with dictators, and a lot of money. Let me get some water. Second thing, so that's United Nations. Gross, G-string, G-lane. Well, she had some heartache and betrayal, but she might be making some amends for that. She keeps showing up in the background with Mr. Epps, like for the past month. She's got the courts decisions. I just had a thought. I wonder if did Bill Barr shut something down? I'm sorry, you guys. That just blared in my head. Yes. Bill Barr shut something down related to her. That's all I need. Courts. Trump Tower. This has to be Trump Tower. Because I think she was and these are major forces that she's dealing with. So she's got courts, but she's getting some reprieve. So I think there's something there with Trump Tower and maybe the Trump Russia. This is Moscow, asteroid Moscow. Because remember, they're all right in a row right here at the very bottom of the new Moon and Scorpio chart in DC. Ick. The transnational mafia, Six Wands mob, the challenge, the Trump crime syndicate. They're having a lot of problems right now with Trump Org. Trump Org. And, oh my gosh, the Four of Pentacles. Because Don Julio is no longer POTUS, things have changed considerably and have become really instability for Moscow. And General Flynn is turning to stone. It's like you can almost hear that concrete solidifying. Why are you turning to stone? Oh, you're stone. The Ace of Pentacles. Point of power, opportunities, money. Can I get another card with this Ace of Pentacles? The propaganda. Whatever he was doing, that he was working around the globe. I'm getting Farah. He had some sort of operation that he was working on. That it was always a matter of timing to launch propaganda, timing to launch people on the ground to do stuff and wreak havoc on the streets. Page of Swords. The spy card has been showing up. Now his is upright. I keep seeing a Page of Swords reversed through different agencies, through different leaders. So like, I don't know if someone, well, yeah, they flipped against him like because the people who got in trouble for January 6th, they're starting to flip and they're getting really pissed off and they're talking. Okay. So all of these players, we got the United Nations, Ghislaine, Moscow, Flynn. At the heart of it, all these things are converging together for the same reason. With the United Nations, it's because the Eight of Swords. Well, jail, but it's been terrorism around the world. It has been global psyops that have been committed on all nations around the world. Jelaine, what? She has a star. I was okay. This is big. This is like from the original. This is like the servers, the Trump Russia, the back channel, oh my gosh. This is Moscow. The Three of Cups, a conspiracy to win. They're going down the toilet. Trump Russia and whoever else was conspiring. Usually this is a conspiracy. This is Spectrum Health. This is absolutely a conspiracy. The government is all over Flynn. It's all coming together. I'm right over the target tonight. Yeah. Sumpress, wonder if it may be more that he's trying to steal. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, so this was one thing that caught my eye. So all these are lined up. President Biden is committed to, you know what? I need to see what this star means with Jelaine. To our defenses. There's no turning back. He is a Scorpio. It is time to get going. No more of this. Let's just weigh all the options. Let's weigh this, weigh that, blah, blah, blah. Justice this, justice that. Appeal. No, we're not doing that. We have like officially moved out of that territory. And no, it's been driving everybody crazy. But why does Jelaine have this star? I want to look. What the heck? Why is she the star? I did not expect to see her with the star. Star witness. So, oops. I want to know 3 things, 3 people. Why is she the star? 3 things, 3 people. Why is she the star and the outcome? 3 things. 3 things. 2. Ooh. 3 things. 3 people. Oh. 3 people. 3 people. And the outcome, where things are likely headed. Well, well, well. Something that someone really, 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 really wants. This always shows up with Russia. They really, really want to take stuff from the United States. They really, really want to hurt us. They really, really want to interfere with elections. They really want to get everything that they want without having to do any work. There you go. 10 of Pentacles. That is the Trump dynasty. And yes, it's the Trumps. Shit. Working with the government. Okay. Three things. She got caught doing something. It's time to... She's surveyed all of her options, and even though she's hung up, she's decided it's not worth it to just stay like this anymore. I've got to make some changes. Three things. Oh my God. Justice. Is this the DOJ? I don't feel it. Bill Barr. Nope. Is this Putin? This is Putin. You know, Putin was always my justice card with Don Holio because he knows how to... See, my throat just... We've discovered that my throat getting like this, I'm hovering right over something. Venus rules the throat. Venus is in Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. Because Pootie takes that sword and cuts up everything, rules and do whatever, to get what he wants. That's been turned over. Oh. We've got endings. Things that were killed. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcana. Death, endings, transformation. There are some major forces going on here. 3 people. The Queen of Wands. This is the leader of another nation. Yes. Ooh, I am getting Middle East off of this. This often was Putin, but I feel more Middle Eastern energies off of this. The Chariot. A person, a chariot. She helped move things around. She was a recruiter, but she would move stuff around. Death, endings. 7 of Pentacles are investments. Reversed. This was not a... She's giving up the Pentacles. A person in charge of 7 Pentacles investments. Okay, so she was a person that would maybe run money, data, things of value in between, and she can't do that anymore. That's come to an end, and they have evidence on whatever it was. Well, you know, like smuggling and stuff. So the outcome with this, leaning towards, oh, she's giving up more information. The Moon card, you know, usually that's my China card. It is also showing up lately, the process with the servers pinging back and forth. But whatever it is, how she was working with this one, she's given up the information. King of Wands, angry Putin. There you go. Moving stuff back and forth, coming to an end because she's getting offers to talk about what she knows. This has to come to an end now. She can't just hang there anymore. This is big. She's hitting everything. Wow. 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 Yes, yes, yes. And it's been building up. I know I haven't talked about her, but I've been seeing her a lot in the background. Like every time I see a National Enquirer or someone that you are known propaganda person happens to bring up President Clinton and Mr. Epps, they're trying to distract from the real issue at hand on what's going on with their people. Okay? Yeah, they're kind of cool. Okay, so all of that was at the very basis of this chart. President Biden, 4th house roots. He's going on defense for us. He's making major changes with the pains that we have dealt with. Okay? Look at that. Libra, I balance, reverse. Like turning over Putin, the way things were. So that is in DC. Now, before I show you the chart over Manhattan, we're just going to go back and remember some things so that we can really appreciate what is going on here. I can't find my stuff from last week, but if you recall, this third quarter moon, it was Leo, Scorpio. Was it? Yes, it was. So that was like a week ago. I did a video of that third quarter moon in Manhattan because Donald was totally screwed, because that chart in Washington, D.C., I forget what was on the horizon, the east and the west, but it was the top and the bottom of the chart, because the top was 22 Sagittarius and the bottom was 22 Gemini. This is Donald's sun, his vitality, his life, his moon, his emotional self, his security, his physical body. It's like he was pinned to this horoscope. I was saying, I was getting the image of, you know, like a person who's like, you know, on that wheel, and they start spinning the wheel and someone's tied up to the wheel, and then like they throw knives at it. That's what I was seeing with him. He was slammed on this chart that there was nowhere he could go, nowhere he could hide. And not only was his moon up here and his sun was down here, Venus was also 22 degrees Sagittarius. So this was all about the law and him and his money and his dealings abroad, around the world, and the courts. That's what happened with the last quarter moon. And I believe that yesterday, that second grand jury that's being impaneled in Manhattan, that news that came out before the new moon. This was the big bomb that was dropped on him, because in the New York chart on the ascendant, I said that the position of Neptune was so far into his blind spot and the way it was going to behave, because this is an exact square to these also. I'm like, it was like a bomb was going to be dropped on him, and it was just going to follow, like everyone would see it. And that, I think, was what happened yesterday with that second grand jury. And then whatever else, I mean, so much has happened, but that was the big zing that I had. Okay? Hi, you guys. The House passed the big infrastructure bill. Yay! Hi, Tara Love community. Okay. So, my throat is tightening up. I also have Saturn in Taurus. So Venus in Taurus has to also do with your throat and your thyroid. And now Venus is in Capricorn, Saturn ruled. Oh, wow, this is really interesting. I feel like my throat has been acting up a lot and picking up stuff. Okay, so that was a third quarter moon. Now, you guys, what's the thing I've been teaching you since January 12th, 2020? The Great Reset. That was January 12th, 20. It was the Great Saturn-Pluto conjunction. I've been promising you all since this Great Reset, because this conjunction, even though this Saturn-Pluto happens every 35 years or so, this one in Capricorn that also had Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, and then Uranus in an earth sign, hadn't happened for like 7,000 years. Set up like this. Thank you, Martine, very much. So what this meant then was there was going to be a total change in world power and world governments and how governments are structured. There would be a massive change in power and structure of governments, that it would come, and that's like what we've been living through. That's part of why 2020 was so awful. Besides everything else, I mean, 2020, that was an arse kicker. But this 2021 is our adjustment to that as the sun goes through all of the signs, because it finally got its first solar cycle, meaning it's like the green light. I'm going to do this. So that chart here, the other thing this is that chart. Oh, thank you, Bob. This is that chart from then. On the ascendant here, we had 1 degrees Taurus. That always blew me away, because for the Republicans, in their chart at 1 degrees Taurus is Pluto. So this change in world structure and power was hitting their Pluto in their 10th house, but here on the ascendant in DC. So I was seeing self-implosion for them. At the top of the chart, sun hits highest point, we have 17 degrees Capricorn. At the bottom, we had 17 degrees Cancer. This 17 degree mark was such a critical point. This is one of the marks I always look for, because if something's going to square off with it, it's going to trigger a change. For example, Kim Jong-un, dead, not dead. That was the first 90 degree square to that. That's when it was 17 Aries, and he had bad surgery, and he's no longer around, supposedly. That was around the time when Don Julio tweeted, "Liberate Michigan, liberate, freedom, change in power structure." So, and then we had George Washington here at the bottom of the chart. We've always been able to see when big things are happening. Well, this new moon in Manhattan, look at this, you guys. What do we have? On the ascendant, we've got 1 degrees Taurus. It's an exact match. On the midheaven, 17 degrees Capricorn, 17 degrees Capricorn. Do you get it? The Saturn-Pluto return on the new moon Scorpio. Scorpio is all about transformation. It struck Manhattan. Huge. We get another month of this. You guys, he's so done. I still can't believe how this lined up. This is so bad. Isn't this crazy? I love it. I love it. I love it. So it's like remember the asteroid Chichen Itza? The chickens have come home to roost. It's like literally freaking Saturn-Pluto conjunction. The Great Reset has come to roost over Trump Tower, Manhattan. Yay! Isn't that awesome? Whee! So that is my exceptionally good news, because he's caught, he's done, cannot escape this. I've been saying over and over, he's done, we get another click, we get this, if there could be a cosmic bomb of a horoscope, this is it. This is it. And the lasting power of this, as we're in eclipse season, we're 2 weeks away from a full moon eclipse. Hello. Holy crap. He's so screwed, because as we get to that full moon eclipse, it's going to go through his ninth house, which is Russia, which is the ninth house of our courts and our justices and law enforcement and the Russia and the Qataris and the Saudis and blah, 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 blah. And then it is going to slam into his midheaven and the skies are going to part. Ta-da! The lunar eclipse is about revelation, climax, manifestation. This is, now it's not like everything's going to happen on that day, so don't hold me to that. I am saying we are getting to this point of completion in as far as everything we've been working at and wanting to get to since that Saturn-Pluto conjunction a year and a half. It's like it's wide open. I used to call it the can opener eclipse. We're just trying to keep this little sliver of a window open to see Donald's money. The can opener is done. The window and the vault have been blown wide open. And there's light streaming in because full moons are about illumination. Scorpio reveals things. Scorpio knows where the diamond in the rough is. Scorpio knows where to look, what to purge, and where the goods are. This is such good news, you guys. Yes, he is in so much trouble. So I wanted to do the Terrascope over Manhattan tonight because last week he had a very, very, very sad third quarter moon. He had like no support. No one could help him heal his wounds. Sagittarius, like his faith, like in law enforcement and Russia to bail him out, was reversed. No hope. He knows he's in a world of trouble. So that is what we're going to do tonight. I've been waiting to do this Terrascope. You know, and the Republic, holy, oh, man, this full moon horoscope, the full moon eclipse is right over the Republicans' Saturn, their obstruction. We are going to see so much about what they've been doing and how they've benefited, how they've blocked stuff, how they've done so much crap. And right now, their North Node and their Saturn, the North Node right now is like 1 degree Gemini. It is exactly in the middle between their natal North Node and Saturn. This is like, again, blowing everything wide open. They are, you guys, they're in for a world of hurt. Oh my God, bottom of the chart is 0 degree, holy crap, is 0 degrees Scorpio. This is the divine feminine had her Mars. So the divine feminine, Mars, this whole new moon is drilling through their 4th house of their people, their clan, the things that they do to lie and steal and cheat, to do the negative Scorpio stuff, like how they misuse power, how they have revenge, how they're jealous, how they drill through and get the loans, their taxes. This is drilling through them at their very foundation. Man, they are so screwed. And this new moon had Venus at 29 Sagittarius, an exact square to their sun. So their sun is in the 9th house. They're all about business. They're all about the courts. They're all about, freewheeling, blah, blah, blah. This is how they've made their money, how they've shined by manipulating the laws to help them. And they're screwed. And a very appropriate, because the moon is getting close to the south node of the moon, our new moon wishes contracts we're going to write together tonight are going to be about releasing crap, like releasing the Republican Party, releasing all their shenanigans, releasing bad judges, Okay, so that's where we're going to go later on. But let's do this Terrascope first, okay? La, la, la. Okay, oops, stay. Here we go. So this is, oh my God! Okay, okay. Holy crap, you guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my little piece of paper I've been saving forever? Oh, jeez. You cannot make this stuff up. So, at the very heart of what's going on at Trump Tower with this new moon Scorpio. This is your 5th house of your sun. It's your creativity. It's your love. La, la, la. It is you. Your soul force. Why you're here. The sun is the center of our solar system. It gives life. It gives life to you and how you expand and express. That 5th house cusp right here, he's so screwed, is 11 degrees Leo. First of all, his Pluto is at 10 degrees Leo. So that right there has chopped him off from his Pluto power, his destructive force. He cannot if this new moon had been like 2 minutes earlier, it would have been like Teflon Don again because he would be destroying everything. No, this has moved off to the 4th house. He can't access that to wield his power. He's stuck here at 11 degrees Leo. And 11 degrees Leo, that's he's so taking those mofos down. He is so pissed off. The thing that gives the Republicans life in their chart is 11 degrees Leo. They are married. He is just gonna like take them all and wrap them up and be like, no, you deal with it. You deal with it. This is your problem. It's not my problem. Oh, God. It's so bad. This is so bad. On top of it, but wait, there's more. The order in the next 30 minutes. No, this is what's the bonus. We had that new moon solar eclipse in Gemini when President Biden went overseas. We're seeing a lot of manifestation, especially that last lunation coming back, from the G20 and all the goods he has because people are in trouble. So I wrote this little note way back when because I'm like, this is important. It's really important. Do you want to know what happened? Why 11 degrees Leo is so important? I know you all came with that question tonight. Let me tell you. Oh boy. First, we have asteroid Olga. Olga. From way back when, I'll say the Middle Ages, maybe it was the 1800s. Olga. Was she the Queen of Russia? Something like that? Well, her husband, the king, was killed. She is pissed off. She might have some Scorpio in her herself. So what she did was she decided to befriend the enemies, the people that killed her husband. And over time, she made her way in, figured out their weaknesses, and not in one fell swoop, but in the range of time. It's kind of like in one fell swoop, she sought revenge on all of them and took down those kingdoms and took their stuff because they killed her husband. So that's Olga, 11 Leo. I don't know who she is, but this is what we're dealing with. Atropos. That's the third fate. The cord cutter of life. 11 degrees Leo is where Pluto was on 9/11, Or nope. That's not where Pluto was. That's where an asteroid was. I can't remember which asteroid it was. It might have been America. It has to have been America. I think it was America. It was at 11 degrees Leo. Because George Bush and President Clinton, their Plutos are 11 Leo. Oh. Okay, so going back to 2016, on the day that Tom Barrack talked with Don Julio, Junior and Tom Barrack, they had a meeting. It wasn't the Trump-Russia meeting. It was a different meeting because now this is in August 2016. Or maybe it was a follow-up to the Trump-Russia meeting. But whatever. There was a meeting both Junior and Tom Barrack were associated with. On the day the sun was 11 degrees Leo, Barrack went over to Dubai and met with all of his people and talked about money. He had the exact same meeting that Don Jr. had on that same day when the sun was 11 Leo. And it was coordinated in the fact that they talked about the same things with the same people. So this, look at, and that reading I just did, there was the Moscow and Flynn and Jelaine and the United Nations. When I did that reading at the beginning of this with the new moon in DC, those asteroids are just all lined up. They're just some. So this, kind of like the heart of the issue, the fifth house of the sun. This is what they're dealing with. It's just so awesome. I love it. So that, you guys, they're so screwed. I know I keep saying that. I just don't have any words to depart to you how, oh my gosh, you know what else is happening? So we're having this full moon eclipse on the 19th. Then, 2 weeks later, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. It's going to be 12 degrees Sagittarius. That is the United States rising sign. She's getting new life. So all this crap is going to get revealed in 2 weeks at that full moon. And then we're going to just reset from there. Who we are, what we do, law enforcement, our relations abroad. This is where we are. This is so awesome. Marie, I love your asteroids. I do too. Okay, night, Michael. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so I know. Oh, we cannot forget. Still, Jupiter is at 22 degrees Aquarius. She's been there for a long time because she retrograded. She went forward. We found out in the USA natal chart at 22 degrees Aquarius, our asteroid's Lincoln, as in President Lincoln, and Cariclo, that incredible healer that is also active. It's really, really amazing. I like how Mars and Mercury here are synergized on the descendant because it's forcing action between the 6th house day-to-day, public servants, 7th house, your partners or your opposition. It's like they straddle this line, and so it's like they communicate really well to get this all this stuff in order. Oh, and the vertex of the chart is conjunct USA. Oh my God, he is so screwed. USA Saturn. He's so screwed. Thank you, Marby, so much. So I hope this gives you good news because this is the framework for this entire Scorpio lunations. Other things are going to happen. The quarter moons up to the eclipses. But this is what the tone is being set with the full moon eclipse. They're screwed. They're so screwed. Okay. Oh, look at. So let's throw out these astrology cards so we can find out what exactly is going on here. Okay. Good evening, Kat. Yeah, Marie, so many are so screwed. I finally was able to read that article in the Daily Beast about Gabby Giffords. What? That suit she filed against the NRA, and then the senators that are going to get hit by that, it's not good for them. It's not good at all for them. And I think that's why they're trying to say they have so much authority from the election with Virginia. And, you know, I keep getting a weird feeling about that guy who won actually being sworn in. I don't know how it works. There's just something is incomplete over there. The election was not on stable footing. There was, again, you know, like Hillary Clinton in the presidential race getting hit on ends all over the place with propaganda and then people exploiting and suppressing. That's what happened to, what's his name, McAuliffe? Just under the gun. I looked at it from a lot of different ways, but I think there might be investigations already that were ready to go on that. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be going on for a while. Okay, so astrology cards. Please show me. What's going on here? Over Trump Tower. It wants to go, but it can't. Marie, we're going to be hearing a lot of nonsense from them trying to distract the narrative. Yes, it's already happening. It is that much harder to find news. And then, you know, then the media always like misses the mark on reporting. No. Oh my God. I just... Oh my God, so right here at 18 degrees. So the lower heaven is 17 degrees Cancer here in Manhattan Trump Tower. You know, 18 degrees Cancer is asteroid Flynn. I mean, wow. Oh boy. Neptune sacrifice. Wasn't there another Russian that fell out a window? Where was that? You guys know? I just saw that. Oh my God. Or he's going to throw Flynn under the bus, or he's throwing the GOP under the bus. You guys know this Neptune sacrifice card always show up when someone dies. I have yet to see this show up when there hasn't been a prominent death or death related to these assholios. An embassy guy in Germany. What? So was it an ambassador to Germany from Russia? Is that who he? Okay, we've got North Node, life's purpose. So he is fired up on this is my purpose of what I do. Holy cow. He sounds kind of dangerous here. let me see. I want something else to write with. Can I just get... Okay. I've got... I need to write... And look at that. The North Node here is in the first house of who he is. So he was born under an eclipse. He can feel this eclipse energy. He can feel the inevitability of it. Who are you, Donald? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So Capricorn I used has shown up for him as the card for like his coup, or how he just like embezzles stuff from the US or gives money from the US to his pals. That is reversed. These are assets. Can't use them anymore. Well, yeah, okay, so there's no executive privilege. There's more to come out about his assets. Capricorn, I use. Secret. Relating to this, Donald. The secret is he's trying to fight the endings that are happening with DC. He's trying to fight with the executive. He is working his hardest to not let things transform and keep them the way they were. Do you think that's going to work? No, but he might still have a trick up his sleeve, which is always kind of scary. Hidden enemies, air, element. So he's had his communications intercepted. And this might be the beginnings and endings, like with the coup, January 6th. The 11th house networks. We have friends. I told you, 6th house routine over here. These are, like the military and investigations day to day, health stuff, but it's also the public servants. If these are your networks and friends, he's mad at the GOP for probably turning on him, or he is going to turn on them, or just try to mess things up in his networks, or those things are coming out. But I feel like this is more with the GOP. What's crowning him? The 2nd house. The things that he owns. His assets, his income. This might be related to the 2nd grand jury. The 9th house, lands far away, law enforcement, our legislators, courts. Oh. I'm sorry, you guys. God, destiny. Well, you know what? The only thing that's over here is Venus at 29 degrees. We are going to make a yod here. Oh, Jesus. This point is right in between the eclipse point and the north node of the moon. And so I'm going to make this particular yod. It has this point to this point is 150 degrees. This point to this point is 150 degrees. This is anchored by a harmonious 60-degree angle. That's going to get triggered somewhere. So a yod is destiny. You see a yod when usually in death charts or major accidents. Last week, October 27th, and the 28th were crazy insane days. And it was made of a yod exactly like this, and it set everything off. So I think as we get the moon's when this moon gets to Capricorn, Sagittarius and Capricorn, it's going to hit. It is going to set stuff off, set it on fire. lands far away and with our quartz. Just, holy crap. That is going to be, there's so much explosive stuff coming our way, you guys. With the, my God, solar eclipse, revolution. The public servants are getting eclipsed. His connections as POTUS are getting eclipsed. His networks, his debts, who he is, eclipsed. This is so harsh. Solar eclipse, revolution. So, and that solar eclipse, that is the one in about a month that is conjunct the ascendant of the United States. So, fifth house of the sun here, leading with that 11-degree Leo I was talking about. Oh my gosh. The 12th house escape. That's where he would escape to and have his secret talks when he was like setting up, you know, all the protests and, oh, it was Antifa, or escaping to make a phone call to secret people to go do something. His secrets are coming out that he did as POTUS. Can't escape anymore. Fourth house of the sun, we got Flynn. Flynn is there. And his Pluto. Oh, speaking of Pluto, his Pluto is right there. Transformation. So everything underneath his feet this week, the gravitational pull beneath Trump Tower is going through a radical transformation. This is, you're forever changed. And you've got Flynn coming. His asteroid is like setting off everything that's going to crumble. Oh my gosh. This, I think, was reversed for him. I can't believe this is upright in his fourth house of home, his defenses. Third house, communications, documents, digital. Aquarius, I know. Yeah, so we have all the comms. We all know what you were planning to do. Aquarius, I know, also ruled by Uranus. I would not see it down here. I would see it more up here or over here. Like if there was like some sort of attack or a mass incident, people getting hurt. It was like Putin or the secrets, they already knew about it. But here, this is in the area of neighborhoods and communications. I mean, there might be things that are happening, but Aquarius, I know, hello, that's all in the 10th house. There's truth with your partners. This is not good for him. I mean, they're just so bad at lying and covering their tracks because they never had to worry about it. So, second house, income gains, values, your sustenance. Oh, do you see that Black Moon Lilith? This is his values. This is what gives him sustenance. Black Moon Lilith, January 6th. Trump, Russia. 9/11. This card, where is it? Where is Washington, D.C.? Washington, D.C., this card was here in the first house of Biden, the pain that we're feeling and what's been going on. And he's decided, I'm not dealing with this crap anymore. Don Julio has it here in his values. Like, he wants to keep it going. That's so crazy. Are there any... See, my throat keeps closing up. Is there anything else? Oh, up. These matched. The 6th house routine. Oh, look at Washington, D.C. has this same exact card upright in the 11th house of networks and friends. Going to here. And then it said go to the 3rd house messages. Donald had this for messages. Washington, D.C. has North Node. Oh, he's so busted. So networks, Washington, D.C. had this card. 6th house routine, health, military intelligence, public servants. Donald has it reversed, like it's coming out. Anything else? President Biden, 8th house, beginnings and endings. We are done here. Donald's secret that he's been holding all this time, doesn't want people to know, is reversed. I think that's all I have. Wait a minute. Look at this. Neptune sacrifice. Donald had this on the ascendant. This is usually someone dies. There's a sacrifice that's been made. In Washington, D.C., this is in the 2nd house of values, but reverse. So I don't know if we're disrupting something that Donald is trying to sacrifice. Who knows? Very, very interesting. So let's get the tarot cards out. See what else happens with this mofo. And I'm not going to use these cards. I like this deck right now. How are you guys doing? To unblur your screen picture. Okay, so I am wants to know there anything you can do to unblur your screen picture. Can't read the cards of the chart. It's all blur. After that, stop buffering. It blur, it won't clear up. Okay, you can go down to your toolbar. You know, and there's that little wheel that looks like a flower, and it says settings. If you click on that, you can change the resolution. You might be at a really low resolution. If you want to have the highest quality, you'll be able to see this. Should be. Okay. Okay. Was I buffering for very long? I saw it glitch a couple times. Okay. Okay, so I need to see the tarot cards for Donald. This new moon over Manhattan. His energies just feel so irrelevant. Like he's not invested in anything. Like it's like, is he even in the country? Like he feels very like, I don't know. He's just, I don't know where he is. He's just so a stupor. I don't know. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go like that. Well, 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 the Wheel of Fortune. What must go up must go down. Holy sheesh. Oh, God. The Wheel of Fortune is the part of fortune in astrology. The part of fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, is exactly conjunct the ascendant, the thing that gives life to this chart. The tarot, likewise, drew the Wheel of Fortune as a card representing the ascendant. Timing, endings, change. Someone's indicted, someone's indicted, someone's going to jail. So we have a match there, part of fortune, death, and a fool. Wow. That death card, that is also a Scorpio card. The Wrath of Scorpio, I love it. Okay, who are you? Donald. Oh my God. This moon card, howling at the moon. Oh my gosh, these are, you guys, these are the pinging servers. Hello, Trump Tower. Ping, ping, ping. I thought this was the card for those servers pinging. They were. And here's the moon card, China. You know that one of the last readings I did traced the IP addresses from the pinging servers, and it went to Changchun, China. I think we're finding out about China and the pinging servers. Capricorn I use, and how I use this to get into government. Dang. Oh my gosh. For entertainment purposes only. Secret. The 8th house, beginnings and endings. Creating chaos, but the secret actually, the Hierophant reverse is an unorthodox way of ruling something, like an unorthodox government. This is the Russia. I think this is the Russia government. We've got Hierophant is the secret. The hidden enemy then, the air comms, the communications. The 5 of Swords reversed. Winning unfairly, maybe with all that money like from the NRA, and winning unfairly because of all the data laundering. The hidden enemy are the comms that we have and his defeat. Wow. I told you guys this is such a good chart. Again, this is the Saturn-Pluto, a replica of that Great Reset. It's just like this. 1 degree Taurus on the ascendant. 17 degrees Capricorn on the midheaven. These are like handcuffs. Cling, cling. You know? The 11th house, networks. We were looking at the 6th house of routine and public servants. Oh, the 4 of Wands reversed. The networks and people that helped him get into the White House, maybe? You guys, this is going to be a week of news. What's crowning him? What he owns. It says to go to the 2nd house, Black Moon Lilith. Look at all that anxiety, the nightmare. That he is sick to his. He is freaking out. Wow. Yeah, and he's got the Black Moon Lilith down here because he wants to make people pay. He is in a bad, bad, bad position. Now this 9th house, this Yod goes over here. This is the 10th house. This is the 9th house. So we've got a Yod. We've got destiny happening aimed right at that Venus. The 2 of Cups. The secret is out. He has an agreement with someone. Who is that? Who's that? I'm going to put these over here. What's this agreement about? Emperor. Trump crime syndicate. 9 cups. You're such an ass. Emperor. This was Donald at the behest of Putin. The other thing I'm gleaning from the Emperor card can regard the President of the United States upright. So because I'm getting Biden with this upright, he's the leader. Reversed is the coup against the leader of the United States. Through Trump org, perhaps, and the secret pinging towers. Ping, 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 ping. There's a moon. I was thinking about health and wellness because the moon represents the physical body, and that reminds me of Spectrum Health. Whew. So we've got the Emperor, 9 Cups, High Priestess. 9th house faith, reversed again. He had this reversed last week. 8th house, shared debts, espionage, things that are taboo. Am I getting a sense of 2 towers? Because this is a shared debt. We have another tower here. We have 2 towers right here. We have some towers right here. Oh man, so bad. Partnership. Saturn and the truth is coming out. The Queen of Wands, a different nation. For me, that is Putin. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. On a world level, this is the leadership of a different nation. His partnership, the truth is coming out on a global level. And we're done here. Because he's a freaking spy. He should have declared FARA, a foreign agent registration, because we've got the Page of Pentacles, the minions. This could be the kids who were taking money in, taking money out. Yes, they were transporting. So someone transporting money and data. He's a spy on a global level. That's what was happening. Chariot, and this Page of Pentacles has been showing up a lot too. I'm going to stick these back in here because I don't want to run out of cards. Okay. 6th house, public servants. Everyone's getting eclipsed from his administration. The devil. Because the devil is coming out. The devil is here. You know, I'm thinking about Bill Barr, Bill behind bars. He is the devil. G-string's the devil. Flynn Cumming is the devil. What's this devil doing? The devil, there's a spy who is flipped. They've been outed. Being a mercenary and money that they gave. What else about this devil? Yes, that's what we did. This was the point. The point person, Donald, through public servants and all the offers, quid pro quos he gave. What else, devil? To take all of the United States resources and ship them off to Putin. Wow. I am learning now when I have the Emperor and Empress, if this isn't a single teroscope for someone, they fulfilled the deal. The deal's been met, and this has merged into the greater wish of the rusher. So when I start seeing the Emperor and Empress show up for one person, it's kind of like the puzzle is complete and it's ready to be solved. So this devil has Page Swords, reversed, Knight of Pentacles, yes, Knight Cups, and the Empress. Wow. How are you guys doing? Oh, I'm going to sit down. Feel spot on. I think so too, Nancy Pete and Living Co-Creatively. Who is Emerald? Are you asking me who's Emerald? Oh, the Empress. The Empress card. Is that what you're asking me? Okay. Ping, ping. Okay. Man, my Okay, so 5th house of the sun. He wants to escape. He can't escape everything he used to do. Inescapable. This card it's undecided. He can't fight back. He can't be aggressive to fight and fend. He does not have the upper hand. He's on the cusp of losing it all. Oh, okay, tell me more. What's the 7 of Wands? On the cusp of what? A plan. King of Swords reversed. Oh boy, that's a lot of swords. I don't think he can get any lawyers. So he wants to fight back and escape. He wants to put a plan out there. A King of Swords because of the courts, a person related to the law. He's very belligerent. He's an ass. He's brokenhearted because he's toast. He cannot escape. Yeah, he's at his wit's end. He doesn't know how to fight back. This must suck to be you. Try being a BLM protester, assholeo. You reap what you sow. Okay, that's fine, Marie. 4th house. No, yeah, 4th. Pluto transformation. Remember, we've got Mike Flynn here, leading the charge, leading the cause. These are your defenses, your clan, your people. Oh, holy crap. The Magician card is Mike Flynn, you guys. It is reversed. So their relationship is transformed. What happened? What's going on with Magic Mike and Don Julio? What's the problem here? He's not going to defend him. Knight of Wands reversed. Oh, man. Okay. This is what's going on in the 4th house. Things are getting transformed. So, Mike Flynn used to be his general that would go and do stuff for him. He had a really rapid response. He had a plan. The psyops, his experience as a general. The Justice card. Is this our Justice Department? Yeah, but it's more Putin. It's more foreign help trying to tilt the scales in favor for their justice. This card, I love having these cards in this deck. This is the anniversary deck. It has 4 extra cards in here with artwork, extra artwork. So this one is so intriguing because I've seen this. This is like Russia whispering to like senators, go do that. So I'm going to draw another card. What's this mean? Who's this? Ooh, that feels dark and spooky. So this is because going back to the past, I think this was China interference. The 5 of Cups for me, it is disappointment, but if you notice, these are 2 lands. Oh, look, there's a tower separated by water. For me, this has evolved to come to mean something like, usually Russia, China, but I mean, it could be like Russia, Saudi. It could be China, Qatar. You know what I mean? But it's one nation that comes in on our side because there's stuff that they want. And then it traverses its way, whether it's our cable networks, it's our internet, it's our social media, it's hacking stuff, the stuff that they want. And they're able to get this, whether they're campaign donations, maybe to the NRA, and they go do all that stuff, and then they leave and exit through a different route, a different person, a different country, a different shell company. So This is the insurrection also. So this is Magic Mike. Things are transforming in the way they used to do business, you know, for justice, for, you know, taking charge for Donald and organizing the P-boys so that they could overturn the election. But who was paying for it and who was commanding it? That's the piece that's probably going to come out. Crazy. Okay, here we go. We got that, we got that, we got that. I cannot believe that's Magic Mike. Magic reversed. Okay, third house communications. Aquarius, I know what you did. So the Temperance card. Merging things, making something bigger, making a bigger super PAC, maybe making a bigger political party. That's what we're getting, that from like the NRA. It wasn't a conglomeration of people supporting and donating. It was just one person. It was a one-man show with a super PAC and also doing this. So it's like we know what they did. It wasn't the big old crazy awesomest thing ever. No, it was fake. It was fake. I want to verify. 4 swords. Yes, it was fake. Don't tell anyone. I'm one person show. I'm a little bit uncomfortable here. And now they're finding out this whole trick. It's out. It's out. It's out. Okay. Again. Okay, so that's the third. Second house. Income gains values. Black Moon Lilith. Okay, he is setting up something that is no good. He has a sacrifice card here. Okay, Donald. I don't like this. What are you doing? What are you doing, Donald? Let me get this. What's Donald up to? I don't like this because we've had the Neptune sacrifice card. He's got something up his sleeves, but now we've got Black Moon Lilith putting something out there. We were successful in the past. Is it going to work? What are you working at? Whoops. Yes, this is my yes card. Yes, what? You have this idea that you're going to offer someone some money. And what are they doing? Full. Trying to get around these towers again. Ping, 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 ping. So he's trying to put something out there. He's got an idea. I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to set you up with this Knight of Cups with a partner, because the truth is coming out with the Queen of Wands. And to overturn or are you trying to get out? The United States, this is the United States. Do something in the United States. The Page of Wands, bad news. With the White House. What do you mean? He's putting something out there to the rusher because he's got some bad news. The United States has discovered that. What about the White House? What about the White House? Because of the courts, he's got to take some action to do something because they know about Russia, China, and what they're doing. What are you covered in regarding the intelligence is coming out? He's challenges. He's going to jail. How do we see Donald? That's the only way he thinks he can get rid of his anxiety to solve this problem, because the environment one is total defeat. He's going to have to, he knows he has to forfeit everything. So his hope, The hope is weakness? What are you making weak? The Republican Party. He hopes he can make them weak. He fears. These are not only the United States assets, but what we're going to find out about what he gave to Russia. And what are you going to do next on Holio? Oh, he's going to have some discussions. He's having some discussions. No, because he's covering up. This is my no card. What are you covering up? Cover up. Are you moving? Defense is moving something. He's trying to put something in motion. That genius stable, that stable genius, realizing the ground is moving underneath his feet, and he needs to get something out there. He is afraid. He is totally afraid. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do you guys want me to do a Terrascope on anyone while we're in Manhattan? And there's Donald's cards. Who do you want to see? Hi, Sempress. Shout out from my fellow Hungarians for doing what America needs to keep doing and rallying behind a strong candidate to run against Orban next year. Yes. I think she wasn't Ivana? She was something over there. Did I write these all down? What was it? Did I ever look at, was this the, I don't know, have I ever looked at this card? I'm going to have to go back and look. I don't know if that was the Six of Cups or not. Okay, so I am going to, I forgot to write one down. Okay. Who am I adding? Who do you guys want me to add to this Terrascope? The case against him? Okay, Michelle Mybell, how about add the case against Don Julio? So there's a lot of cases. It is hard for me to separate them out because there's so much overlap. Is it the new IG? Durham? Okay, what about the Durham case? Because there's a lot of pieces related to that. There's like the charges that he brought against that Russian. It's kind of fake, like trying to delegitimize it. Marjorie, the Manhattan DA would be easier for me to do because that feels more cut and dry. The new that Durham just feels so slippery and slimy. Okay, let's add the Manhattan DA, meaning I'm going to take this to mean, Marjorie, are you talking about the second grand jury that's been impaneled? Yeah, Sempress, Trump he is covered in Balkans and Eastern European. He is covered in it. Thank you, Snow Wolf. Yes, the DA. Okay. Are we talking about the second case that's been in? Yes, okay. So there's been a second case that's been impaneled by the DA because of, I think that's about how he declared the value of his assets. I mean, it's just out and out fraud. So we want to know, here, show me the case. Show me the second case. It's going to take about 6 months probably before they bring charges. What is this about? Temperance. So this is a second grand jury. they had information from one case that exploded into another. You know, my hands feel gross. You know, I have to go wash my hands. My hands feel gross. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry that, and then of course I end up going to the bathroom. My hands just felt really, really gross there for a little bit. I'm just gonna, you know, get a little. A little bit of this going, because my hands just felt like they were like in sticky, swampy, kind of dried up mud that had like bugs creeping around. They just felt really gross. I can't get this light. Oh, Thomas Barrack. Oh, Manafort. Yeah. I think Barrack is like on home arrest. I just felt so gross. I even had to go put on deodorant. We are going to look at this So this is my Toth deck. I haven't used this in a while, but it has notes all over it too. I actually have two Toth decks, one for notes and one. Okay, so this is the DA. This is the second one that's been impaneled. And the Toth wants to add something. What? Okay. These are the likely outcomes. No, oh, I'll go down here, okay. This is the other one. Oh boy. We have the Star. I'm just reminded that in the earlier, Jelaine showed up with the Star. I don't think that's related to this, but that's the only time I've really seen the Star card here today. This is the second case. We have the Star, the Nine of Wands for strength and... Okay, so this is what this is, the card of the reading. The Star is because this is the second case. It is very well defended. It is such a strong case about Knight of Pentacles reversed, what Donald did with the money. To lie about it, because he's petty mofo. So this second case, it grew out of another one. And we have the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Jailed because he bilked out taxpayers of so much money by devaluing his properties. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, in the traditional tarot, that's an investment. This one says failure. Failure. There's failure here. What does this say? Geomantic figure? I don't know what that is. So there's a failure as to what happened here. They have to find out. There's two possibilities with this. This is one possibility. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. We also have the Ten of Wands reversed. We have the Ace of Wands here with the Three of Cups. So one thing that can happen is we've looked at all this stuff. It has been very oppressive. I mean, he's done. He is done. And the actions that he took, lying about his abundance. But the Six of Swords, that is interesting as an outcome. The other possibility, we've got the Seven of Wands. Fighting him, fighting that. We've got the Eight of Wands reversed, looking in a lot of detail. And we've got the Tower, Trump Tower, reversed. Fighting the cases. I think this is going to keep fighting that, to keep going. This is swiftness, but getting all the details. This might end up at Trump Tower itself. So these are the two things that could happen, the two outcomes with the grand jury. Now, at its foundation, what this is all resting on is, so this is the Temperance card. They call it art because you're really taking your talent, your everything to create something new. Look at, there's the Temperance card. That is because in the past, things were not adding up at all. With the Two of Swords, these decisions that were being made, this is just piling up so much information. We've got the Page of Wands, and more news was just piling up. As we go forward, the Queen of Wands. Oh my God, that's Russia. Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords reverse, the lies, the Seven of Swords, futility, escape, lying. So as they got all that information, they were seeing it coming to another place. These are the two outcomes. They've just empaneled the jury. So it's like, we're going to kind of pass on this, or are we just going to keep going with that? Do we have a final outcome up here? Final outcome, the Devil. Who? The Devil. That's the heart of the problem. That's the big thing. We're going to find the Devil. This option is reversed. We have the Magician reversed. This option has the Eight of Pentacles and working towards that. I feel like this is more the route that's going to happen. This, maybe not so much. Well, they could be transmitting and getting more information on how he manipulated crap. These two options actually might grow into the final option. Wow. Wow. Okay, that was that. Oh, you guys, I feel too tired to write out the We'll write out some. Just, this energy is making me so tired since everything switched. So, you know, why don't, was there anything else? Well, you know, we're going to just write a couple, just a couple. So if you're new to my channel, this is what we do at the new moons. We write out collective wishes because the energy is so much powerful collectively. The farmers knew, the ancient astrologers knew that our full moons revealed things. They knew that if they wanted to intend and make something, grow crops, plant new seeds, their best crops, their biggest yields happened when they would plant their seeds at the new moon. So this is the time that we have our new moon intentions, our new moon wishes. I call them contracts to kind of take that edge off. So what I do is, as I'm inspired by what's going on, we just write collectively our wishes for the new moon. It does not matter the verbiage you use so long as it resonates with you. You don't, and it's really easy because you're just basically copying what I write down. We're just amplifying the intention out there for the ethers to pick up. And I already feel like so much that we've wished for has been put in place because my little mergoats, my little fairies out in the ethers beyond our galaxy, I have not really felt them. I'm tuning in right now. They're really busy. Everything we've put out, they are busy. But we can build upon that. Okay? Marie Sutton. This was such an amazing read tonight. Do you think we will get the Six Wands mob internationally, or will we stop? Oh, we're already getting them domestically. It is mind-blowing every single day. The stuff that happens abroad, I have a hard time keeping up with stuff here. You can keep up with Marjorie. She posts all the articles that happen. I mean, they just got the Russian cybercrime people. We had Russians extradited, I think, for hackers. Where does this go? Okay. Yes, we'll do some wishes. So get your paper and pencil. And, oops. We're going to do it a little bit differently tonight because the transit moon has moved into Sagittarius. But this transit moon right now does not have the leverage to create something new. It's more about creating through releasing, through reduction, because this moon is conjunct the south node of the moon. The south node is what we're releasing, that's dissolving. It's no longer really relevant, okay? So that is where we're going to go with these new moon wishes. I just want to get this stuff out of the way. And I'll get my whiteboard, and then we'll start writing. I welcome your comments. You feel free to add to the conversation. Sometimes you guys get some really juicy, inspirational ideas. I love it. Okay. Jean, I am late. You're not late. You're just in time for wishes. for new moon contracts. This one's falling apart, but I like it because it doesn't have a border. Okay. Okay, so this was the new moon chart. What are we releasing? What are we releasing? What are we releasing? What are we really? Oh, I know. I don't even have to do that. It just popped in my head. Okay. So Sagittarius has to do with lands far away. It has to do with law enforcement, our courts. So I want because I'm a Scorpio. Use whatever works for you. I want our courts, justice, to release excessive what is the word I'm looking for? Release excessive delays, excessive caution, that which isn't productive and inhibiting. I want to see move with decision and confidence and to release destructive urges, tendencies, like, put your foot in your mouth. I want the courts to release bad judgments, to release their tendencies to go with a big lie. I want to see our courts release their power struggles. With what is normal and within their power. Okay? So, I want our courts and justice to release excessive delays, excessive caution, those things which are not productive and are inhibiting the courts. I want to see justice move on with their decisions and confidence and to release destructive urges and tendencies. I want our courts to release bad judgments and to release their tendency to go with the big lie. I want to see our courts release their power struggles with what's normal and within their power. I just there's like, I think they're on the right track. I know they've only been there since March, but we got to move on with this. We got to move on. It's time to lay down the gauntlet and move on. Okay? Okay. I just had it. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where'd it go? It's gone. Release, 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 release. I want to see law enforcement, media that reports on courts to release their blame, insults, i.e. Dems in disarray. They always have to, there's always a dig at Dems and President Biden. I want to end this notion of false equivalencies. I want to see lawmakers release lying, gaslighting, blame, release divisive tactics. I want to see USA release the GOP. DTs, GOP, and Republican Party. Good riddance. So, I want to see law enforcement and our media that reports on the courts and law enforcement to release their blame and insults against the Dems, like they're in disarray. I want to end this notion, that notion of false equivalencies. It's not true. I want to see lawmakers release lying, gaslighting, blame, release divisive tactics. I want to see the United States release the GOP. We're done. Just them and the Republican Party, what it's become, good riddance. I want that gone. Hi, Shanlin. Ooh, oh, I got one. I want to release. Again, I'm using the release because the moon is conjunct the south node. I want to release our supply chain problems here and abroad. I want to release the international manipulation of our markets and currency. I want to see USA end confusion regarding our relationship globally. I want to release our supply chain problems here and abroad. I want to release the international manipulation of our markets and currencies. I want to see the United States end confusion regarding our relationships globally. I want the grip GOP has on USA and her citizens to end in terms of destructive laws. I want to end this fight over voting rights. I want to release and purge this fake SCOTUS. I want to see everyone who paid for January 6th to be charged and end the who's protecting them and their anonymity. Okay, so I want the grip that the GOP has on USA and her citizens to end in terms of destructive laws. I want to end this fight over voting rights. I want to release and purge this fake SCOTUS. I want to see everyone who paid for January 6th to be charged and end their anonymity. I want dark money to end. I want to release their disguise and protections, and I want all this dark money in campaigns and foreign influence to radically end ASAP. We want to release radicalization. So I also want dark money to end. I want to release their things that they hide behind, their disguises, their protections, and their influence. And I want all of this dark money in campaigns and foreign influence to radically end as soon as possible. Gosh, I want the radicalization of GOP Americans to end now. I want to release the influence of social media and release the influence of social media, basically surveilling us and radicalizing people to extremes. I want a world free of crazy anti-maskers, vaxxers, especially on planes. Done with them. So I want the radicalization of GOP Americans to end now. I want to release the influence of social media, surveilling us and radicalizing people to extremes. I want a world free of crazy anti-masker, anti-vaxxers, and especially on planes. Hi, T-Ride. Okay, you want protection of the rainforest. Rainforest, that applies because it's lands far away. You probably don't have a rainforest where you're living right now. So I want to eliminate, there's a good Scorpio word, the destruction of the world's rainforests and resources. I want to have toxins purged from our waters. I want to end destructive actions and businesses to end their assault on climate. So I want to eliminate the destruction of the world's rainforests and resources. I want to have toxins purged from our waters. I want to end the destructive actions by businesses, people. I want them to end their assault on our climate. There we go. T-Ride, release the need for politicians to be blackmailed and for them to return to governing for their constituents. Yes, okay. I know exactly. Okay, so I want the great purge of toxic politicians and the total removal of mobsters from public office. I want to completely eliminate extortion, blackmailing from local, state, Fed governments. Release the non-standards to be elected. I want the end of fake candidates on the ballot. I want to eliminate the ability to campaign and govern based on alternate reality and facts that are not real. I want to release the PSYOPs and misinfo campaigns on the electorate. I want the great purge of toxic politicians and the total removal of mobsters from public office. I want to completely eliminate extortion, blackmail from local, state, federal governments, and to release these non-standards for people and how they're able to be elected. There has to be standards. I want the end of fake candidates on the ballot. I want to eliminate the ability to campaign and govern based on alternate realities and facts that are not real. I want to release the psyops that are pounding us and the misinformation influence campaigns on the electorate, on the people. I want to release the joy. God, good riddance. I want the joy purged ASAP. I want all holdovers from 46 gone, out of government, and swiftly charged for all crimes. So done with him. I want DeJoy purged ASAP. I want all holdovers from 46 gone, out of government, and swiftly charged for all crimes. Donna, I want America to love and nurture its people. I do too. I'm trying to think of a way to write it in a way that has to do with purging and releasing, because that's where the moon is. That's what the moon's doing right now, is like releasing stuff. And the more we can pack in right now, because that's just happens to be the location of the moon, we'll see even more of that at the full moon, which is about climax, endings, revelation. So I want the cruelty against constituents and fellow Americans totally purged from our governments. I want nationalism, white supremacy gone. I want USA to release and purge hate. Just a second. I need to look at this. Okay, sorry. So I want the cruelty against constituents and fellow Americans totally purged from our governments. I want nationalists, white supremacists gone. I want to release and purge hate. I want to purge this toxic trickle down crap from the GOP. I want to end the practice of serving corporations, not people. I want the resistance to invest in America and infrastructure and people to end. Hi, Larry. Thank you. Okay, so I want to purge this toxic trickle-down crap from the GOP. I want to end the practice of serving corporations, not people. I want the resistance to invest in the United States and her infrastructure and people to end. What's the other thing that they always get away with that drives me crazy? Hi, Carol. We did dark money purge from politics. Oh. I reject austerity. USA purges this dumb ass notion, which really continues to starve middle America and help wealthy. Oh, I know what I want. I want to release the notion, I want all USA to release the notion that small government is good. It is not. It's just to cripple the government. I want to end the ways in which GOP cripples the government and grinds to a halt. They drive me crazy. I want all anti-American politicians to leave for good. Oh, I want people purged from office who participated in January 6th and forever banned from office. Yes. Oh, what's this? Okay, so I want all of the United States to release the notion that small government is good. No. I want to end the ways in which the GOP cripples government and grinds government to a halt. I want all anti-American politicians to leave for good. I want people purged from office who participated in the insurrection and forever be banned from holding office. Oh. Okay, Bonnie, I want our security systems to be able to keep our private accounts safe, which I want to purge private businesses doing the work of serving the public. You know what I mean? All those service contracts. So I want to purge unnecessary private contractors in the areas of health, education, any sector that is stealing and making conditions worse, living conditions worse, because they're small business. They're a private entity. I want to end these overreaching protections and profits for so-called businesses, for the public. Oh, military education. Oh yeah, military, because military intelligence, media, and technology. We need them out. They're not helping. Want to purge private mercenaries and haul Eric Prince in ASAP, and all them accountable for crimes against humanity and treason. You know what? I want to purge Mike Flynn. Purge it. And his awful sister. Oh, yeah. Okay. And DeVos. Let's add Chow. They're so horrible. I want to purge Mike Flynn. Anything else, you guys? Oh, I know. We'll do one more. Now, this is for you personally, because we got to get through this. Okay, I want to release my need to control situations and people. I want to be free of feeling vulnerable and afraid, and release my resistance to change. I want to release my tendency to avoid change, hide from sudden shocking news, I want to release my tendency to go out of body as a means to cope with scary change. I want to end my excessive self-criticism that is limiting me from becoming more of me. I want to release the Saturnian part of me that excessively cuts me off from my life. I want to release my resistance to my natural good and the divine awesomeness within me. I want to end my personal fight with me and me. That was awesome. Okay. Did you get that? That was good. So, I want to release my need to control situations and people. I want to be free of feeling vulnerable and afraid and release my resistance to change. I want to release my tendency to avoid changes and hide from sudden shocking news. I want to release my tendency to go out of my body as a means to cope with scary change. I want to end my excessive self-criticism that is limiting me from becoming more of me. I want to release the Saturnian part of me that excessively cuts me off from my life. I want to release my resistance to my natural good and the divine awesomeness within me. I want to end my personal fight with me versus me. That's what we're going to end on, you guys. I think that was awesome. I love that. Okay? Yay, Ashley, that's what I need. This, I could feel this just coming straight through me, that this was the final thing, because this is going to be a jolting month. And to get through change, it starts with you and where your original struggle is, which is deep within you. Okay? Yay. So, here's an oracle card. Let's pick one oracle card and then we're going to call it a night, okay? What do you want us to know? Oh, guardian angel, you're not alone. Angels and ancestors oracle cards. As we are approaching all this change that is ahead of us, it's going to be scary. It's going to be jolting. We might not feel prepared. Can you give us some oracle wisdom? The direction guardian. Choose your path. So this is about releasing a decision, releasing just kind of willy-nilly going with the flow. This is about releasing the tendency to be confused, releasing the tendency to resist your highest good and your highest best direction for your path. But don't worry about it. The Scorpio moon and these eclipses, if you still don't want to do it, they'll force you. It'll be uncomfortable. Let me read this direction guardian for you. Direction Guardian. I love that. The Direction Guardian. Could that be any more perfect? Let me get my last drink of water. That's why I have to end, because I'm out of water, you guys. Okay. The Direction Guardian. Message. Connect with your deepest desires. Then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Okay? Your path includes heart and soul singing. You don't have to dance. Sing. About. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right for us or of the bigger picture, they can help us know what is best for all involved. Oh, I just felt, oh, this is lovely. There's like, if you could think of like a virtual waterfall, but it's not water, but it feels like it's flowing down my shoulders, down my arms, to my hand that's holding this card. It's the Direction Guardians. It's very nice energy, but I just feel like it like makes me want to stick out my arms and point me this way or point me that way. But it's tuning into that energy that's going to get you to like maybe turn position, face that way, turn position, face that way. If you get that urge, that impulse, that's them turning you around to look at something else, okay? Wow. Okay. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. That is interesting. One was a child, the cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. These 4 faces show the angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. The extended message is, your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. So you're not missing anything. It's not YOLO. Way leads to way, you guys. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up like a Christmas tree. Or a menorah. Is that what it is? Or not. But anyway, choose with your heart. So that's it tonight, you guys. That was awesome. We got a lot of work done. Oh, look how pretty she is. We got stuff done. We got stuff done, you guys. Okay? Oh, thank you, Temperance. Oh, I don't know how to say her name. Hecate or Hecate, goddess of gates and crossroads. Bless and guide us. Isn't she one of the 3 fates? She's kind of like more like the grandmotherly energy. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so you guys, we're in a new era. We are in the home stretch. You get that? We've been going through this for like 2.5 years. We're in the last quarter. We've been wanting to get to the Pluto return. This is the last 4 months ahead of that, okay? We are good. Good night, Marie. Good night, everybody. Good night, moderators. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, your love, your help. You guys, thank you for your donations. You always blow me away. And thank you for sharing this wonderful journey we're all on. Love to you all. Oh, Holly, I don't know how to say it, but is Greek goddess of the hearth. Oh, she's the triple goddess. That's what it was. I knew there was a 3 something. She's a triple goddess in one technically, but usually embodies the crone to most religions. I don't know why, but I just felt her super strong here at the end. Oh, that is awesome. Well, triple goddess, 4 directions. You're going to need extra help, right? Okay, good night, Juno. Good night, Empress. Thank you. Good night, Nancy. Good night, Holly. Have a good evening. We'll see you soon, okay?